Good evening, my dear viewers. Welcome to another GETI Live Talk. Global Education and Training Institute welcomes you all. And today we have a very special and a young guest with us, Mr. Mohammad Abbas Malik. So he is presently working as assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in the BGSB University, Rajouri, Jammu and Kashmir. He will be talking on career options after engineering or B.Tech. So first, let's know about our speaker. So, Mr. Abbas was a young boy who studied in the Sainik School of Manasbal. He was known as Mr. Mathematician by his fellow people. He was famous for his mathematics tricks around them. And eventually he cracked Jammu and Kashmir CET and opted for B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from SMS College of Engineering. Later he joined Baba Ghulam Sahab Badshah University, Rajouri to pursue the same course, and he chose deliberately this field because he says as it has unlimited scope globally, and he is a thrice gate qualifier, a net and jrf qualifier. He did his amtech from nit Srinagar, and he worked there as well in for a shorter duration of time. So he is an enthusiast and he wants to work in the field of communication and radio communication, I would like to say, and he's doing a tremendous research in this field. So with this, I would like to welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a lovely introduction. Okay, good evening, participants. Good evening, everyone. So today I would like to discuss about career options after engineering. What are the various career options available for a B.Tech students? Once you are done with a B.Tech, most of us are confused what to do. Since most of us are doing B.Tech from an ordinary college, you can say, since most of the students who have not qualified in this JEE, and they opted engineering course somehow in some other colleges, so they are a little bit confused what to do. This engineering in general has unlimited scope. There are various career options available for students once you are done with the engineering. So I will like to discuss in detail about the same, and I will like to share PPT with you. Ma'am, please, can you share the PPT on my behalf? Okay, I hope it's visible for you people. So career options after engineering, it's presented maybe as already introduced by the ma'am. A nice introduction. I'm Mohammad Abbas Malik, assistant professor, Baba Ghulam Shabachi University. So next slide, ma'am. What words do you think whenever you hear this term engineering? Engineering for you people. Can anybody guess? Yes, I will tell you. Whenever you hear the engineering term, next slide, ma'am. Yes, any of these engineers, innovative, imaginative, collaborative, or you can say they have a good salary, they are creative people, flexible, extra, they love to travel, helpful, rewarding, design, extra. These are the terms which you get in the mind. Obviously, engineers are associated with innovation. Whenever you hear the term innovative, innovation, some technique or entrepreneurship, because many of the engineers, they are opting after engineering, they will go for the entrepreneurship, that we will discuss. But these are the few of terms just I'm saying which you get into your mind once you hear the term engineering. Next slide, ma'am. So engineering, what is the definition of engineering? Engineering is usually you are using the maths and science, you're collaborating the maths and science to solve some practical problems. Engineering should not be like this. You are just studying and cramming up the things. You should get a practical feel how to solve the day-to-day issues in your community. in your village, maybe at large scale, countrywide or worldwide. That should be that. So maths and science should be pretty much strong for an engineering student. Without maths, you cannot do anything. Whichever stream you opt in engineering, but maths is pretty important for them. So engineering, it requires creativity. You should be creative. You should be having persistence and a desire for improvement. It's not just you opted engineering just because of the pressure of the parents or just because society wants you to do so. You should have a passion. You should be passionate to do engineering, and you should be creative. You should do some innovative work in that later stage. So engineers are, they're changing the world. They dream of being creative. They provide the practical solutions to many problems and work with other smart people, so that inspiring people rather to invent. They invent new things, design new things so that life will be easier overall for everyone, and then create things that matter. Okay, next slide, ma'am. So engineering as a career. So what is your goal in life? Why you choose engineering? Why did you join engineering? Answer can be, somebody will say maybe because of the pressure of parents. Next slide, ma'am. uh, you chose engineering. There can be numerous reasons for joining the engineering. Maybe parents wanted me to be an engineer. That should not be the case. It should be your passion. You should be passionate to do engineering. After 12th, okay, I didn't qualify doctor, I want to be a doctor or engineer, because that was the previously taboo. But things are changing now. Things are changing now. uh, oh, okay, somebody will say I didn't clear my mbbs. I was some point short for mbbs, so that's why I chose engineering. So challenge, curiosity out of excitement, that's much better option. If you are ready to take challenges, you have curiosity and then excitement to do something new, then you should choose engineering. Or for obviously money will come once you get a good engineering degree from a reputed college, and then you do something innovative much better than the average students. Obviously you will land into a good job, and obviously money will come up, status will also come up, and then you can also travel to different countries if you are working in a good mnc, or made that matter for in psu, public sector undertakings units. So to make a difference in the world, to change the way things work, that should be your motto, that you should make the difference in the world. Because a little contribution from everyone, it will make a world better place, and it will be easier to live in the world. Like in today's case, we are living with the pandemic, and you're seeing the catastrophic situation everywhere. May god help us to overcome this situation, but uh, things are working. People are on work to design something to help out in this pandemic, and engineers are also on job. Some are using designing the ventilators. How? Because we're falling short of ventilators. How to design new ventilators? So that mean that should be also cost effective. And how to design new oximeters to check the oxygen saturation level, etc. That means engineers, they are on work everywhere. Also, somebody once say I want to do job in a big company like Google, Tesla, etc. So that's the reason I joined engineering. So somebody will say I will just do engineering for the sake of degree, then I will learn some few things, and then I will use that things to do my entrepreneurship. I will be an entrepreneur. Well, good. That can be also the case. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, what do you invent after doing engineering degree? In next slide, ma'am. Engineers design this. There's a bridge, they have designed this. Okay, next slide, ma'am. And these are all the innovative work of engineering, and that because of mobile phones, tabs, etc. It has made our life easy. Microscope, etc. Yes, ma'am. And this is all they have engineers have done all this, and we should be thankful to engineers to make our life easier. And I will give okay, ma'am, next slide. Okay, what are the various careers of engineering, or you can say jobs? What are the various job options available for engineers? Okay, next slide, ma'am. What types of engineers are there usually? You will say I will categorize what are the various kinds of engineers available worldwide. Okay, ma'am. Next slide. And types of engineers. It depends upon which branch you will choose after 10 plus 2, after qualifying JE mains and advanced and getting into an engineering degree, maybe in some reputed institute like IIT or NITs. Then you can choose engineering degree. It depends upon your passion, whether you're passionate in chemical, civil, electrical, mechanical, others. Now, in chemical, there are also various types of engineering degrees which you can pursue: bioengineering and biochemical engineering, then ceramics and material engineering, process engineering, then civil. This is just B.Tech you can do in civil engineering. Then these are the specializations which you can pursue in masters, whether in masters of science or masters of technology. And civil, you have environmental, structural, transport, etc. These are the various types of engineering specializations in civil. Similarly, electrical. Then electrical branch, it's the oldest branch, and it has various branch which has been derived from it: computer engineering, electronics engineering, then you have optical, power engineering, etc. Then mechanical, but the various specializations which you have, you can be an aerospace, acoustical, then manufacturing and thermal. Then others may include agriculture or mining, biological or biomedical. That's the need of our biomedical engineering. People are doing this, and people have done a wonderful job in biomedical engineering. Then also in energy, industrial, nuclear, petroleum. So there are various types of engineering careers which you can choose from this. By l- First you should understand what's your passion, whether you go for civil or electrical engineer or electronics or software or computer engineering. You should identify the course which you want to do, which you are passionate about. Then in the successful years, after completion of your degree, you can land up a good job in some. If you're suppose interested in computer engineering, you can land a good job in computer software company, in any software company. May that be the case of, you can take an example of Sundar Pichai. He was an IIT Kharagpur pass out. Then he did his B.Tech from there. Then he landed a job in Google. After 10 years, he is the CEO of Google. Everybody knows. So you should be passionate about your degree, in which specialization you're doing. It should not be just because the family background or somebody is saying you to do engineering in this very particular course. No, you should be passionate about that. Accordingly, it will be much more easier for you to land a good job or good career in future. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Okay, I will give example of this. So this is I'm just showing what engineers few, some two examples I will quote here. What engineers have done. It's D. Gao. He is a chemical engineer from California at the University of Pittsburgh. He invented a plastic coated cotton material that could clean up the Gulf, because you know that there was an to capture, or that could drag the water to capture surface oil. Surface oil. Ultimately, you need in Gulf, you need to capture some surface oil so that water will not be much more polluted. So, is he was a chemical engineer at the University of Pittsburgh. He invented how a plastic coated cotton material could clean up the Gulf, and he was literally appreciated and awarded for the same. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Next slide, please. Okay. Second example is designing better cars. So you have Marcus Ashford. He's a mechanical engineer at the University of Alabama, has invented a car engine that produces 80% less exhaust emission compared to usual cars. So obviously everybody is talking now and then environment pollution. You should keep environment safe. environment much polluted. You can consider the Delhi case. Delhi was much more polluted. So Kejriwal, the chief minister, honorable chief minister of Delhi, he introduced the audience scheme. Why? Because of the emission exerted by this cars and etc. So he designed and invented a car engine which produced 80% less exhaust emission compared to the normal cars. So I am just quoting few examples to make you understand that engineers, once you are done with your degree, you can do wonders. You can innovate wonderful things. You can patent them. You can design whatever you like. It depends upon you whether you are passionate or not, and there should be a proper guidance to the students by your mentors, respective mentors. And obviously, once you get engineering degree from or you pursue engineering degree from a good reputed college, especially IIT, you can do wonders in your life. So you just have to prepare for JE Advanced and JE Mains and Advanced. Then you can get an IIT degree. You can pursue B.Tech from IIT, and it will be your dream come true. Or you can go for the foreign countries also, but you have to look for the scholarships because it will be much expensive for you people then if you will not get a scholarship. Okay, next slide, ma'am. So, what are the various? I have quoted only few. There is unlimited opportunity, career opportunity for engineers in general. Engineers means once you are done with your degree, you will be called an engineer. B.Tech degree or BE degree, you will be called an engineer. So there are unlimited opportunities for you people. So first, I can say, first and simplest is campus placement. Somebody who will tell that I don't have much interest now in pursuing further studies. I don't want to do anything. I just, because there are some family constraints, I just want to earn money and help my family. So you can, there is placement officer, campus placement officer will be there in your college, and you can consult them. You can be in contact with them. Obviously there will be some announcements also made by the college that campus placements are happening, and it's much more easy to get job in campus placement compared once you are done with your B.Tech degree than to find job outside, because that you will treat it as an ex-student of some college and of some college of some NIT or IIT, then it will be pretty much difficult for to land job because competition will be very high there. In campus placement, competition is between your classmates. That's final year classmates, nothing, nobody else. So there is much lesser competition, and they will take, if you will be a smart, they will think that you are smart enough, you can do wonders in their company, then you will land definitely job there. So campus placement is one of the easiest way to get job. So most good engineering institute have the facility, and they do offer placement opportunities. And campus placement for engineering students, it's on the rise every year, but barring few, sometimes there may be some situation that you will say that companies not have come, maybe because of some problem. Otherwise, every year, companies are on the rise. They are coming to the campus with high packages. They are offering to the candidates, even with average above. It's not necessary you should be an extraordinary student. If you will be smart enough, average student, you're rather above average student, then you will get the campus placement before getting your degree. So that is, this option is for all those who are not interested in doing anything else, for the study, for the research and all that. Then you can go for the campus placement. It's the best option for you people. Okay, next, ma'am, please. Okay, now somebody will tell that, okay, I wanna enhance my resume. I want to enhance my resume by doing some diploma courses, but shorter duration courses. Then there are wider options available for you. You can add some expertise or certification diploma courses. Suppose if you wish to make engineering your career, mm, uh, but you want to edge over all other candidates, then do some diploma courses and shorter duration diploma courses without studying much longer journey, means 6 months course or 1 year course. You don't have to spend much time for that, in the meanwhile, in 6 months, you can train yourself for the certification courses so that you can land a good job. Suppose courses like embedded technology, it has a wider scope, VLSI, very large scale integration, robotics, ethical hacking, protocol testing, machine designing, machine learning, mm, big data. These are the some hot topics which you can do certification course or diploma courses, so that it will add to your resume and you can land a much better job than your colleagues who have not done all these courses. So this can be also one of the ways to land a job. Okay, next, ma'am. Okay, somebody who is interested in going for the higher studies. So somebody will plan further study with specialization. That's MTech or MS or PhD. Nowadays, you can go for PhD directly after B.Tech. Just you have to qualify GATE with good score, then you can go for the integrated PhD in IT Madras. They are offering it, or some other ITs. They are also offering it. So you can go for MTech, MS, or PhD if you are interested in higher studies. If you want to do something better. Now, after MTech, you can also land a good job. It's not necessarily after B.Tech, then after MTech you will not, because you have a specialization. It will obviously provide an edge at a later stage during job interviews. But I will suggest, if you are interested in job, then go after BTech. Don't go waste your 2 years in MTech, because wasting 2 years in MTech, you can gain the experience in a company. Then you will be having a 2 years experience, and that will be much more added advantage compared to students who are doing MTech. It's my personal suggestion. So if you want are really interested in pursuing MTech, then you should pursue, if you have done BTech from an ordinary college. That's not much NBA accredited. These courses are not NBA accredited, and it's not reputed college. Then go qualify GATE, graduate aptitude test in engineering. It's conducted every year. It's conducted every year, and then by one of the IITs. So you should qualify this with a good rank. You should be within the top 100. Then you can pursue MTech from any of the IITs you like. IIT Delhi, old IIT, IIT Kanpur, IIT Madras, whichever you like. ISC Bangalore, or NIT Warangal, good institute, or any of the NITs or IITs, then there you will get a much more feel how you can enhance you can shape your career, you can draft your career. So it will be an advantage for you people to do MTech from IITs or NITs. So this should be your motto, that to qualify GATE. And qualifying GATE, it has become a mandatory exit exam for everyone. I guess from 2019 it has become mandatory. It has become mandatory to qualify GATE exam once you get your degree. Because without qualifying GATE exam, because this is called as an exit examination, without qualifying GATE exam, you will not get your degree. I guess that's the rule of IASCTC. So GATE exam qualifying, it should be your motto. You should prepare for the GATE exam from day one. You should accordingly look for the previous year's question papers. Then GATE exam is not only for getting the MTech or PhD. Most of the PSUs, they are recruiting on the base of GATE score. Once you have a good GATE rank within 100, within 200, then they will call you for interview. Then after interview, shortlisting in the interview also, then you will be selected, obviously. Means GATE examination should be your motto during BTech. This is the case. Okay. So of course there are private university as other. If you are not getting, if you have not qualified GATE examination, you are not getting IIT for you pursuing your higher specialization or higher study, then you can obviously search for some good private universities like Thapar University. They have their own state level entrance, and then you can qualify that and pursue your passion. That's MTech or higher study. Next, ma'am. Okay, somebody will say that, okay, I did my BTech, but it was not a true call for me. So you will look for any other option. You will say, no, no, BTech was not meant for me. Was not meant for BTech. So you will go for the management or business. This is the most popular choice amongst engineering graduates. Once they are done with their B.Tech, then they go for, instead of M.Tech, they go for MBA. So Master in Business Administration is also a popular course, and a large pursued one in India with a lot of scope. Specialization are a plenty in this MBA. You can do specialization in HR, marketing, digital marketing, international relations, sales, etc. Many of my friends have done MBA after B.Tech because they think that if B.Tech was not their true call, they cannot pursue their career in this. So they opted for MBA, and they did a wonderful job in top companies as managers. So to crack MBA, you should pursue it from IIM's, Indian Institute of Management's top because this is the top brand in India to pursue MBA. You can pursue from other universities, state universities, private universities, central universities, but one should always look for the higher aim. So crack this common admission test and then go for the IIMs. And you can go for other leading institutes also if you are not able to crack the CAT examination. Okay, next. Okay, what is this? Okay, PSU sector, I think. Yes, no. And for the study, this is okay. If you want to study abroad, what you will do, one of the things on your wish list is of the students, B.Tech students, they want to study abroad because they will get a different feel, and facilities also, and they will also mix with other students all over the country, all over the world, and they will add some qualities to their life, and they will get a feel different altogether, different feel for universities. So if you wish to explore and experience an entirely new culture while studying, then abroad is the best option for you. While studying, you can also check the various fellowships in the research and development category available abroad. Going abroad, you should qualify some examination like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS. It's a prerequisite to apply for these courses. These examinations are a little bit tougher. Your English should be pretty much strong, and you should be strong in maths also. And once you qualify these examinations, apply for these, qualify these examination, then look for the available colleges, university all over the world. Apply for the top institutes based on your GRE, TOEFL, or IELTS score. Then also check for the availability of the scholarship, whether scholarship is available or not. Scholarship should be there because without that, then it will be a much more financial burden for you, and that I guess most of the students are not able to bear. So it's better to always get in scholarship. Once you qualify GRE and TOEFL examination, apply for that. There is a proper scheme for this, and that's altogether a different topic, how to apply and get this abroad, this how to study abroad. Once you study abroad, then sky is limit for you. You can pursue your MSD at Masters in Science or PhD. Once you are done with that, you can land job all over the country. If you have done all over the world, rather, if you have done your PhD or your MS from good university, having a good rank. So this is also one of the careers that you can choose study abroad. Next slide, ma'am. You can be your own boss. Somebody will say, okay, I'm done with this B.Tech. Now I don't want to work under any control and all this. Then you can be your own boss. You can think of entrepreneurship. And in the recent years, you have seen various success stories coming up of startups, various success stories. Setting up your own business, it is a good idea if you're someone with such intent. If you have such intent, you are courageous, you are able to take the risk, then this is a good option for you, especially after B.Tech, because it lets you the freedom to express your creativity and ideas. You can express your creativity and ideas. Nobody is there to put restrictions on you. So starting your own business, but it's not an easy cakewalk for you because it looks at a lot of hard work, patience, perseverance, strength. So it should be starting your business. It requires a hard work, patience, and strength. and one should be ready for the setbacks. This path will be full of challenges because ups and downs are part and parcel of this entrepreneurship. Once you start in your some unit, entrepreneur unit, that will be that you will be needed to. Moreover, there will be 50-50 chance of success or failure. It's not necessary that you will, once you started your entrepreneur unit, you will always succeed. Maybe there are chances to fail, but you should be ready for the failure. You should, with your dedication, patience, perseverance, smart work, try to overcome these hurdles and move on. And it will not give you the benefit overnight. It will take time. It will not give you the benefit overnight, or it will not give you the profit overnight. It will take time. So one should be always patient. Okay, next slide, ma'am. So this is one of the prestigious career option for available for B.Tech students. Once you're done with the B.Tech, one of the options for you is to crack civil service examination. And everybody knows IAS, that civil service examination is one of the toughest examination because you're getting in the administrative side of government. Somebody is interested to get in government job and that to administrative side. Then civil service IAS is an option available for you. So you can go for it. But for engineering students, one option is available. Indian Engineering Service. Am I audible, ma'am? Yes. Okay. So
Yes,
one of the toughest and most attempted examination of the country is civil service examination because you're getting in the administrative side of the government. For engineering graduates, there is one more option available, that's Indian Engineering Service. Indian Engineering Service, IES called, or Engineering Service Examination, ESE examination, that also has prelims and mains and interview stage. That's also the tough examination because you need to study various subjects of B.Tech, and also aptitude and general knowledge should be there to crack that. Once you crack that, you can land up a job in very good companies as an assistant engineer or assistant executive engineer or executive engineer. And that's how you land a good job once you crack IES, Indian Engineering Service. And that's different from IES. IES is also an option for that I have discussed. So if you are someone who is inclined to government job, because most of us are always inclined towards government job, that we need government job, then it provides you a much better facilities and safeguard for future, because ultimately one always wishes to secure future. So this is available for you to get in government job, and then starting prepare for civil service examination is an option for you. Okay, ma'am. Next slide. Thank you. There is also, which I skipped here, you can say that PSUs, once you crack the gate, I have discussed that, you can also go get job, land job in PSUs, public sector undertaking, where government share is 51. They are government companies because government share is 51 and private sector share is 49. You land job there also. You can consider IOCL is there, BHEL there, SAIL is there. There are unlimited companies. BEL is there, so you can land job there also. So these are the various career options available for you, which I have discussed. I have discussed only few, but there are unlimited opportunities available for engineering students. You can explore the world. Everything is for you, so you can explore anything, and depending upon your taste and choice and your how much you can work hard, smartly work, perseverance, how you can help a company in innovation, design, etc. You can do anything. These are the few other career options which I've discussed here, and I hope you people have understood what I want to convey through this PPT, and I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening session. I would like to thank you, and I invite my audience, if at all they want to ask any question from sir. Although your presentation and your talk was satisfying enough for anybody who has done B.Ed or B.Tech,
B.Tech.
or who's looking forward to do B.Tech. You have like specified in numerous career options, and this was tremendous. Like
Thank you, ma'am.
very simply, you explained about
Yes.
several things. So this
Thank
was
you, ma'am.
outstanding. I don't see any questions coming. So
Okay.
I guess anything else you would like to tell our audience?
No, actually, one should be, once you chose engineering, you should be passionate to do something new. It should not be any other course that you are doing just BSc or BA, just for the sake of degree, you are getting the course. From the day one, you should start looking for something. Suppose you are a computer student, you should go for the coding because coding is a basis for computer students. Then you should design codes. You should try to help Google because there are some bugs that are available at the Google website or some other website. You should try to give the solution to these bugs and send to them. Maybe your solution is perfectly all right, or your code is all right, and it helped Google in some way. Then you can get a job or intern at that very point of time, and you will get a huge money also for that very code. That means opportunities are unlimited in this field. That just I'm talking about the computer students. Similarly, electronic students, you can design some new innovation patent. Suppose ventilators we need, electronic students in association with computer students, they can collaborate. He can design the coding part, computer students, electronic students can design this hardware part. Then they can collaborate and they can come up with a ventilator because we're facing the ventilator problem this time. Similarly for the oximeter, there is unlimited opportunity and scope, and you can, once you design something new, you can always make it as a patent. Government of India, you can make your product as patent, then you can sell out it on the later stage. That means there are unlimited opportunities available once you are innovative, creative, and you do smart work. You are not this cramming up the things, so you can do unlimited things.
Yes, sir. That is
That's it,
like true
ma'am.
for any field. You have to be innovative, and you have always need to have a passion for whatever you are doing. If you
Yes,
are
yes,
choosing to
exactly,
do
ma'am.
engineering, you should be passionate about it. You should think that like I
Exactly,
want to do it to do something, to innovate something. Like
exactly, exactly, ma'am.
what do you want to invent? You want to be an engineer. What do you want to
Yes,
invent? People don't
yes,
think such questions. So
yes,
maybe
exactly, ma'am. Exactly.
what you talked about, maybe these are going to enlighten our audience, and maybe they'll take some nice things from your presentation. So with
Thank
this,
you.
I would like to thank you, sir, and
Thank
I
you,
would like
ma'am.
to thank my audience. As Global Education and Training Institute is always working towards transforming
Yes.
education, so
Okay.
look at our website for upcoming trainings and all. So
Okay.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you, my
Thank you.
audience.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye, ma'am.